Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about booms and bust. We're in a cycle whether we like it or not. And I started paying attention to this. Jeremy Grantham was talking about it for a long time, and it's just something that happens over and over through history. What phase are we in now? Well, just think about it. I want to show you what I've learned as I look at the charts all day and just consume what's around me. Just look around and see what's happening. We're going to talk about some all-time highs too, because all-time highs are a part of it. So in the boom-bust cycle, there's a displacement that happens. Something happened, let's just call it the Great Depression, whatever. It's a displacement. Then you have the boom. Maybe it was COVID. It wasn't really a bust, it was just kind of a black swan, a little boop, boop, tiny dip in the stock market. Great Depression, boom, it's not bust immediately. No, it's euphoria. Everybody's just so happy. That's the third thing that happens. Euphoria. The sun's shining, the birds are out, the stock market only goes up forever. And turns out that's not always the case. It is the case in a lot of people's lifetime. You know, that's why I can't rely on my short lifetime. I have to rely on history, things that's actually happened through history. So after the euphoria, and here's where it gets interesting for us. After the euphoria, you have profit taking. That's the fourth step. There's profit taking. Who's been taking profit? Think through it. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Meta Boy, Warren Buffett's holding more cash than he ever has. Just tons of profit taking. Now they're selling into strength. Now, I'm not trying to talk you out of the market. Who knows? I'm just talking this through with the community. And the cycle seems to hit home with me. I just got through watching the Dow Jones go to all-time highs again. All these stocks, Bitcoin all-time high, gold all-time high. And while this is happening, I'm thinking, what about credit card debt all-time high? Credit card debt interest all-time high. Residential household debt, all-time high. It's like, whoa, what about all those all-time highs? Is Bitcoin going to stay at its all-time high through a recession? Or heaven forbid, a depression? I'm not saying it might go to $1 million. I'm just saying eventually there's going to be a dip. Now I want to show you, I'm going to use Bitcoin as an example, but this is something that I learned from one of my mentors. Crypto Joe's talking about it, and it's cool to have mentors, guys. That's why I don't say follow me in my stock trading, because I have mentors I have to consult and learn from. It's cool. Everybody, if you're not familiar how to do something, get a coach. He was saying how the majority of these boom cycles, like Bitcoin, how it starts out is there's a displacement, and then it starts to crawl up. And then the people that bought down here ride that wave, and then all of a sudden there's profit taking. After the euphoria, profit taking, and they get talked out of it. They get, wait a minute, this thing that I bought's going down in value, so I just need to get rid of it. That's the panic selling that happens. Now, I experienced this firsthand because after the panic sell, when the thing you bought seems like it's never going to come back and you get rid of it, and all of a sudden it starts coming back, it comes down here, and then it starts creeping back up. And then you're looking at it like, why did I sell? What happened? It's getting away from me. And you FOMO. After you FOMO in, you'll probably get to enjoy the ride for a little while. And then there's a bigger one. It's like they con you twice. Actually, it'll probably be several of those, but just so you know, most people that sell in the panic area end up buying at higher prices within crypto unless we're in a depression. It's just something to think about. And as you're watching the market dip, you'll say, okay, that's the panic selling. Crypto's really short, it's easier to watch, but that's how it works. It's the same. You can take that on a larger time frame and look months out and try to gauge it from there, because right now we're talking about all-time highs on everything, but silver's 25 bucks, 25, 15, which is up. It's not all-time highs, it's kind of, oh, by the way, Stacy was telling me earlier that she had constitutional silver for $1.99 over spot. I had to come inside and check real quick. It is $1.99 over spot for junk silver or constitutional silver. If you're interested, Stacy's a broker for Miles Franklin. Her number will be in the comments and in the description. Get 3 bids. If you're interested, give us a shot. Now, another thing, at the end of the video, I didn't want to bore everybody reading the numbers off the CPI, but it's important. I'm just going to read you the hot spots, okay? The CPI inflation report for February was released showing the headline to be 3.2 and core inflation was 3.8. So it went up. That's what you need to know. It went up. Don't expect them to lower interest rates for a while. The CME Fed Watch Tool. It is what is the likelihood that the Fed will change the federal target rate at the upcoming FOMC meetings. There's a 1% chance it's at 500 to 525, and it's a 99% chance it's a 525 to 550. So our interest rates are not going to go down. This is going to put, not for a while, even though the politicians are probably pressuring Jerome Powell, Inspector Gadget, to do something about it. So we're going to see this start to squeeze people even more. People are having trouble servicing their interest. I know people that are just paying the interest. Like maybe they get $100 or $200 on the actual loan. So there's not a very good probability they're going to be able to pay it off in the right amount of time. Yes, they can refinance at what price? That's the thing. This chicken's starting to come home and roost. So I know it sounds kind of doomy, and I do want to leave you with this. I was talking to a good friend of mine, and we were talking about people and money and, everything, what the shape of everybody was in. And I told him, I said, if you don't have a bunch of debt and you've got a decent credit score, I think that'll be considered wealthy in the Thunderdome. There's a lot of people getting saddled up in a lot of debt, and that's going to get harder and harder to service. There's a lot of people that are getting in debt because they can't provide for their family. I understand that too. It's just kind of a stick in the eye when you see everything going up to all-time highs. It's manipulated. That in the crypto scheme of things, whoever wins is the first person that sells. It's like it's literally musical chairs. It's that simple. Yeah, eventually maybe it'll be something great one day. I get it. But in the meantime, there's not a big use case for it. So crypto guys, watch out. The people that have a lot of wealth in the stock market, just watch it. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I hope you'll dwell on it. Let me know what you think. Have an awesome day. Later.